Hey everyone, welcome to another brew day. Today I'm going to do a coffee stout / Imperial stout. I'll give you a quick look at everything that's going into it. Alright, we've got 5 kilos of Maris Otter. We've got 500 grams of aromatic malt. We've got 500 grams of golden naked oats. 500 grams of Cara Munich malt type 1, 500 grams of roast barley, 500 grams of pale chocolate, 500 grams of special B, and 500 grams of chocolate malt. Then as for the hops, we've got Fugel. Be 50 grams of that going in. 50 grams of Centennial. 50 grams of Waimea, if I'm pronouncing that right. And 50 grams of Challenger. And today I'm going to use a liquid yeast that I haven't used before, but I hear good things. It's a Y yeast 1187 Ringwood Ale. And of course, using a bit of Pro Flock in there. Just currently coming up to temperature. Once we're up to temperature, I'll start mashing in. Temperature, wanted 75, it's 75.8 currently. Right. I'll show you a bit of mashing in the grains. I won't show you everything because it will take ages. Well, not ages, but yeah, it's not that exciting. Right, start putting in the Maris Otter. Stir. Oh yes, mashing water. I've got 23 litres in here, and I'm going to sparge it with 10 litres. Other thing I didn't mention is obviously I mentioned this was a coffee stout. It's going to get a bit of coffee flavour from the malts, but I'm also going to add some ground up whole bean Colombian coffee 4 days or so before bottling. Oh, almost lost that spoon there. Yeah, so it should have a very nice coffee taste to it. Right, I'll stop the video here, and then once I've got all the grain in, I'll start it back up again. Right, I've got all the grains in. Actually, as I was putting in all the different malts, the flavour what come out of it was incredible. I could actually smell chocolate when I put the chocolate malt in. The aromatic malt had some crazy smells going on. If only videos did smell, eh? But if you look there, it's very nice and dark. Almost looks like it's a stout already. So I'll get the lid on. Hopefully I'm at a good, nice mashing temperature, and I'll leave it for 60 minutes, and I'll be back in a bit. I wanted to hit 67, and it seems to have stayed at this figure for quite a long time, so I think along with the amount of grain what's in there, it's suggesting that this brew is going to be a little bit evil. I'm just going to do smack pack, show you how to do that. I say show you how, it's the first time doing it, so if I can actually get the camera right. Right, so what they say to do, obviously you need to open the packet. inside there's like another yeast nutrient pack, and you have to locate that, which I think that I found. You get it into the corner. All the instructions on the back, so made professional. It's actually a little bit fiddly to get it in the corner. And then you're supposed to put it in the palm of your hand, right? I'll just make sure I've got it there. Put it in the palm of your hand and you're supposed to smack it. And I'm going to give it a couple more times. Well, I'm sure I did hit the first time. Yeah. And then you mix it up, give it a shake. Now, some people will get these and sort of massage it like this, get the nutrients in, give it a bit of a shake. And then I'll leave this on the side over there away from the boiler. It says to leave at room temperature, so like roughly 22 degrees, for 3 hours, and then this will inflate once it's started. The yeast started getting activated, and then roughly 3 hours time or so, as soon as I've ready to pinch it, hopefully this is nice and puffy, and I'll put into the fermenter. Right, I'll be back at the start of the boil. Safe now, it's 667. Alright, be back in a bit. Start bringing this up to a boil, and I'm going to sparge it. A couple of new additions I've got. Built this B&Q. I say built it, I didn't make the whole thing from scratch. I just done this to it, so I now have a nice new basket that I can drain my the grain in my bag out. So I'll lift it up and I'll get that out. I'll switch this on so it starts bringing up to a boil now. A lot of grain in it. Very, very heavy. There we go. Yeah, a lot more grain compared to usual. So, so we started at 66.6 degrees and it finished at about 65.4. So not too bad. I'm happy with that. But As long as it don't go below 65, I'm happy, but I was aiming for 67, it's only a small amount. A couple of new additions, obviously I just showed you that, new addition from last time. And then also fitted same tap so I've got on here onto the sparge water tank, and then a bit of hose. So nice and easy to sparge rather than putting the grain bag into there like I did last time. So I'll start sparging and we're away. As I said earlier, I'm going to sparge with 10 litres of water. I'm not sure if I did mention, but I've got my sparging water at 70 degrees. Going with the water as much over the bag as possible. Yeah, so I bought this basket from B&Q for, I think it was about £13. And basically all I've done was cut with an angle grinder, cut these bits off and then use mole grips to bend these over, and it works quite well. They did have a few other different sizes, so depending the size of your boiler or your mash tun / boiler, depends what you're using, they might have something there for. Right, so we have a nice decent rolling boil. Now to put the hops in. Oh, got the camera perfect first time. So, another new piece of equipment I got myself a hop filter. Hop spike, sorry. Same thing. This handle used to go up and like that, so I had to modify it a little bit to make it fit in the boiler perfectly, but it works great and that actually holds it in place pretty well. Show you that there. It goes almost all the way to the bottom. It's about that much off the bottom. So all the hops should hopefully be on the liquid. So the first 60-minute addition is, if I can find it here, is Waimea. Tell you what, when I was opening the hops out of the bag, Waimea smelled amazing. It's actually, I think it was 16. Where is it? 16% alpha acid, so really strong, but a lovely smell to it. I'll break this up a little bit, but I won't go too crazy. So I decided to go for whole leaf this time to just try and get a little bit less hop debris in the bottom. I've used them before, but I have been using pellets mostly. Very, very sticky. Alright. I'll just give them a little poke with this just so they go down. Steam it. Hoping all the hops do fit in a spot. If they don't, I do have nylon hop bags, so it won't be a problem. I mean, ideally I need a narrower boiler with this hop spider, or a wider hop spider with this boiler, but that'll do for the moment. Alright, I'll be back with the 15-minute edition. Time for the 15-minute edition of Challenger. Stick in the hop spider. Also, it's 15 minutes, I'll stick some Protoflock in. The directions on this say to stick a quarter of a teaspoon, but I'm going to put a bit closer to half. So, I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to roughly that much in. Right, back again for the 10-minute edition. Right, I'm going to add the 10-minute edition of Centennial. I've put it in a bag because the hop spider is actually quite full up. I think if I was doing a larger brew, the liquid would come up and be alright. Also, I'm using leaf hops that take up more space, and then it's got 100 grams of hops in there that it's probably filled the hop spider up about a third full, so it's not too bad for the size of the hop spider, but for the liquid I'm doing, I'm aiming for a 19 litre batch, but I'll whack this in there anyway. I've also stuck the water chiller in just so it gets sterilisation from boiling in, so get in there 10 minutes with the boiling water. Alright. Back with the 5-minute edition. Now for the 5-minute edition of Fugal. Break it up a bit, I did a second ago. And then I'll get the water chiller going. We're all done. It's all in the fermenter. Got just over 20. I was aiming for 19. I can't own it a bit extra. And I don't know if you can see 1080. Just see the top of the 80 poking up there. So what I've got to do now is add the yeast, leave it till it's done, and then Then about 4 days before bottling, I'll brew up some Colombian coffee from whole beans, and then add a pint of coffee I'll put in, and then I'll add that in, leave it for the 4 days, then I'll bottle. Thank you again for watching. You've been watching Luke the Mad Hopper.